places on the deck, wedged in between everything, like a monkey. Come and sit with me under the tray, Luce. Come on. Just made a delicious salad. It's got a mixture of everything in it, really. I've got some pears in there. Ben and Dad gave me some yesterday from his pear tree. Some cucumber, tomato, feta, olives, lettuce, everything really. Delicious. Little puppy sat under my chair. I've been gardening this morning and I've uncovered a nice little stone path around the side of the flower bed. So I'll show you that in a minute once I finish my lunch. This is the path that I uncovered. It's quite nice, isn't it? Goes all the way to our back door there. And I just need to finish it off. I think it must just go to the deck. It probably goes under the deck. So I just need to finish that off. This is the extended veggie garden that Ben did for me yesterday. It's just filled with sheep poo. So I was thinking I might put onions in there and probably maybe try carrots again. My carrots in the other veggie patch didn't work, they didn't germinate. Apparently carrots are quite fussy growers, so I'll have to try it again. I think it's because they got too dry in the soil, they need like constant moisture. So I'll have to try another tactic with the carrots. Yeah, so I'm just going to get on with gardening. I'm just pottering around this afternoon. Just decided I'm going to make a pear and chocolate cake this afternoon because Ben's has given me loads of pears and I need to use them up. So I've got a big mixer out that I got shipped from the UK and I'm cracking on with that. So I've got my pear and chocolate cake in the oven. It's looking good. A little bit worried about the amount of pear and chocolate on the top of it compared to the amount of dough, but apparently, well, that's the ingredients, that's what I did. So we'll see how it turns out. It smells delicious. We're going to have pizza tonight, so I'm just making the pizza dough now. My cake's out of the oven, and yes, I have already had a slice, and yes, it is delicious. Yummy. Really nice. The pear makes it really moist, and there's big chocolate chunks all the way through. And then I've made my pizza dough, which is just rising now. So I'll leave that to rise. Tea towel. We're just raiding Jane and Gav's apple tree. Sending Ben up the ladder. There's only a few left right up at the top. There's loads falling off on the ground, they're all rotten. Just taking Lucy for a walk with the two big sheepdogs, Doug and Reek. Hey guys, I just went to the supermarket. I just had to put the little puppy in puppy prison. We've nicknamed it Puppy Prison. It's just to run in the garden. She's got plenty of room, food and water and a bed in the shade, but let her out. Gorgeous little wiggle puppy, hey? Ben is just crutching the sheep ready for they crutch them before they put the rams to them. So they're all nice and tidy for making babies. Little puppy's coming for a ride on the truck today. She loves it, don't you, little puppy? Cute little puppy. We're just letting the sheep onto the next break of chicory at the moment. What's the big bird in there, Benj? Ducks. What do you think of them, pup? Hey? Big sheepies. Loving the sheep poo. We're just putting the sheep on the next break of chicory. How long approximately do they stay on the chicory for, Benji?
About 4 days.
About 4 days, and they'll eat it completely down to like that other field that you saw, so it's brown. Then it'll just grow again. You have to replant it though every, how long, Benji?
Well,
oh yeah. So you have to redo it every year, every 2 years. replant it. Oh. Splash, splash, splash. Oh. Look what this little munchkin has picked up off the apple basket. She looks so funny. She's walking around with Ben's sunglasses. Lucy, look at me. Lucy Lou, look at me. What have you got? You got Ben's sunglasses, haven't you? Cheeky girly. Cheeky little girl. This morning I'm making stewed apples with honey and cinnamon. So it's with all those apples that we got off Jane and Gav's tree on, was it Monday? Was it yesterday? I can't remember. So I've got all these apples we need to use up. So I've used 12 large apples in this. I'm going to do it with honey and cinnamon. So I've sterilised 4 jars. They're just sat over here now. I just put them in the oven for 10 minutes. They're still reasonably hot. And I just put the lids in boiling water and just sat them on a clean tea towel. So I'm just going to stew up my apples now and put them in the jars. I've just done 2 teaspoons of cinnamon over the apples. Now I need to put in 2 cupfuls of boiling water and then 2 tablespoons of honey. So I just put the 2 dollops of honey in as well, 2 tablespoons of honey. Now I need to do 6 cupfuls of vanilla essence. So guys, I've made my apple, cinnamon and honey stewed apple thingamajig. Just put it in these jars. I made 3 jars. It's a little bit more runnier than I hoped it would be, but had a little taste. It tastes quite nice, so a nice little sweet sauce to put on my muesli in the morning, or could go with desserts and things. So I don't know what to do now. Maybe I will do a apple and pear crumble for tonight. Little puppies. You're growing so big. You're growing so big. Just made an apple and pear and raisin crumble. I'm going to put in the fridge before I cook it. We're going to cook it later and then it's all nice and warm and gooey for tonight's dessert. Hey guys, this morning I've been helping Ben with the lambs, just drafting them into age groups. He's out there now just finishing off, drenching them and shaving the bums, ready to go out for the boys. This afternoon I'm just Googling, so I need to research a freebie box for our TV, we need to get a printer, and we need some curtain rails for our bedroom so we can put the curtains up. So me and Ben are going to have a crack at making cider from the apples that we picked off Jane and Gav's tree. So I'm just in the process of juicing them up. I'm just using a normal household juicer, and I'm going to cut them up into quarters just so that they don't kill my juicer because there's a whole bucket full of apples. So once I've juiced them, I'm going to pasteurise the juice by boiling it in the pan. Get it to, I think it's 160 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 seconds, and that'll kill all the nasty bugs. I'm trying to get the dog to go out, but she's so cute, I can't shout at her. I've been telling her to go out, but she just climbs her way in. She only sits in the door. She's like, look, I'm in, I'm sitting here, come and pat me. Don't you, cheeky? Don't you, cheeky? You know you're not meant to be inside. You know you're not meant to be inside, squirmer. So I've juiced most of my apples. I've now got 5 litres of apple juice, which is sat in the fridge in old soda bottles. And I've been keeping the pulp from the juicer, and it seems such a shame to waste it. So I've been Googling apple pulp recipes. I might make this apple loaf. I might add ginger and raisin to it as well. or I think there's some other recipes just for like apple muffins and things like that, but there's no way I'm going to be able to use all of the pulp. It's like in a big baking dish. So I'm now just pasteurising the cider by heating it up to boiling point and then taking it off the heat. I think you're meant to heat it to 160 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 seconds, but I don't have a thermometer, so I reckoned you could just do that instead. We've added 500 grams of dextrose. I'll have to share the recipe with you once we've done it. Don't know if it'll be any good because neither of us have made cider before, but we'll give it a go. So we've put 10 litres of water into the cider making container and we're just pouring, I think it was 5 litres of cider into 10 litres of water. So we've got the cider in place now in the tub. This is a little heating band around it to keep it at a constant temperature. Morning guys, this morning I've just been doing a bit of tidying up, a bit of hoovering and mopping and things. I don't know if I told you yesterday, but I made some apple and what did I put in them? The apple pulp from my cider making facade. There's so much of it left over, but I only used 2 cups. So 2 cups of apple pulp went into my apple, raisin and like sunflower seed bread. So I've just been wrapping that up because I did like 2 big loaf tins full of this bread. So I'm wrapping some up to put in the freezer. And I'm just making some muesli, so just need to add some fruit to it and then spoon it into my muesli container. So I've just been to apply for a job. I saw it advertised this morning in the GB Weekly, which is a local weekly magazine that comes out every Friday. It's just a waitress and bar person job at a local cafe, so went down there and applied. Apparently they've already had a guy in this morning asking as well, so she's taking everyone's details and then getting back to them. I think you couldn't apply unless you applied in person. I think she just wants to see what everyone's like, so fingers crossed I get that. I used to do a bit of bar work whilst I was at uni, but I haven't done it for 6 years. But hopefully I came across well. I'm just cooking dinner. We're having Cambodian lok lak. We're having it with lamb skirt. It's not the best cut of meat, but I've put it up into strips and hopefully it'll taste alright. It's just got a bit more fat on there than any other meat. We having cabbage with it and red onion, cucumber and some chips. So this is the lok lak. It's basically a mixture of soy sauce, fish sauce, sugar, oil, garlic, I think that's it. Tomato sauce as well. That's my cabbage, just about to cook, and my chips are in the oven. Morning guys, we're just on our way to Nelson. We've just been into Farmlands to activate our Farmlands card, which is like a discount, well it's like a credit card, but like a discount credit card, meant to be issued to, not just farmers is it, Benji? Or is it, I don't know, to like businesses basically, so I had to fill in an application form. Anyway, we're on the way to Nelson. There's like a festival on today. It's meant to be, it's called the Big Bang. It's like a drum festival, so all like Samoan and Fijian dances. So we'll go and see that. There's also the Saturday market on, so we're going to go and have a wander around there. Mediterranean place for lunch. We've got a feta pitta, Ben's got a lamb pitta. Just got back from over the hill, sat down, nice cup of tea before dinner, bit of refreshment. We've got everything we needed from over the hill. Went to the warehouse and Bunnings and Pack and Save, and we're both really tired now. Kind of forget like how far it is to go over to Nelson. Like it's 2 hours drive, like an hour and a half, yeah, at least. Comparing that to the UK, it's like me driving from where I used to live up to Leeds, which is just ridiculous. But now it's just a normal course of life. So I'm just going to enjoy my cup of tea and then make some dinner. I think we're going to have anchovy pasta for dinner. Just taking our little terror away for a walk this morning. Ben's doing some chainsawing of the lower branches on the trees around the farm this morning. He's got the big dogs with him, so she's been playing with them. It looks really rough when they play, but she loves it. Like Reek, one of the big sheepdogs, runs at her, tips her over on her belly, plays with her a bit. Then as soon as Reek lets her up, she just goes running at him again for some more. Come on, little girlie. Ah, come on. Come on. Should we dry you off? Should we dry you off? Ouchie, little Tara, ouchie. Rub-a-dub-dub, 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 rub-a-dub-dub. Little monkey. Rubby-dub-dub, rubby-dub-dub. So this morning I decided that I'd paint the inside of the wardrobe in our main bedroom because it had looked like, well, it was all marked inside. I don't know what they'd done inside the wardrobe, but it was just marked. It looked horrendous. So hoovered it, cleaned it out, washed the walls, paint, and I've painted it twice with white paint now. It's looking a lot better. Oh, focus. It's looking a lot better inside there. I've decided that I'm cooking a lemon drizzle cake now because we're going to Ben's dad's for a barbecue later and it'd be nice to take a cake. So I'm going to double the recipe ingredients and make a big long cake. So I'll take half to the barbecue and then I'll either keep half or I'll put half in the freezer. We just come down to Winery Beach with the puppy. She loves it. She loves splashing around and then darting in and out like into the sand because it obviously moves. And she's spotted the seagulls already. She's not chased them, but she stands there eagerly watching them. What are you digging for? Hey? You trying to get back to England? Hmm? Little poppet? Oh. What can you hear, Lucy? Gonna go and get them birds? It's definitely gold in that sand. Can you see that? There. Can you see that? Gold. Lucy, Lucy, Lou, where are you? Lucy, Lucy, Lou. Let go of my hair bubble, please. Please let go of my hair bubble. It's not funny. No, it's not. It's not funny, little leaf.